This is a presentation on Google Chrome and its terms of service. As many of you and even myself browse the internet, you may be using Google Chrome as your choice of internet browser. It is free of charge under the Open Source Software License Agreements Code. However, when using Chrome, it is still recommended to have read the terms of use and service as they apply to the executable code involved within the browser. I myself have never read the terms of service, as I expect many others have not as well. Let's go through a couple of lines together and see what stands out as surprising, expected, or unusual. The first provision that a user browsing the internet with Chrome should be aware of is listed under section 4.2. Google is constantly innovating in order to provide the best possible experience for its users. You acknowledge and agree that the form and nature of the services which Google provides may change from time to time without prior notice to you. This basically states that Google can change the way their browser functions or looks like without any warning. So for those who have grown accustomed to the older version, they now have to cope with the new one. It can be a pain for those who are inexperienced when using the computer. This change may also affect some of the add-ons you may have installed. The second provision that should be noted is 4.4. You acknowledge and agree that if Google disables access to your account, you may be prevented from accessing the services, your account details, or any files or other content which is contained in your account. This may be surprising or not expected from many people that use any of Google's services. If you have files related to your Google account, they may be removed, destroyed by Google if you violate any of their terms of service or for any other inappropriate reasons. When your account is disabled, who knows what Google will do with those files that may have been private. Reading this terms of service even further, I came across the advertisements section. Users should not be surprised to see more and more ads being added in the future. This is one of the ways that Google makes their profits, so it is not as surprising. Section 16.1 states, some of the services are supported by advertising revenue and may display advertisements and promotions. These advertisements may be targeted to the content of information stored on the services, queries made through the services, or other information. Section 16.2 says, the manner, mode, and extent of advertising by Google on the services are subject to change without specific notice to you. So one day you may be free of ads, but that might not be the case for the next day. It will happen without any warning. Overall, these terms of service are not too hard to grasp. It may be a bit of a long read, which prevents many people from actually reading them. When trying to find the terms of service for Chrome, it only took an easy 5-second Google search. I would rate that experience a 5 out of 5. Like I mentioned before, the terms of service are bulkier than others available on the internet. However, they are fairly simple to read and understand. I would rate that experience a 4 out of 5. Upon reading Chrome's terms, I get a better understanding of why it is pretty important to review it before actually using the service. There may be rules which you do not wish to follow, such as giving Google permission to remove your personal files without any notice. It will also ensure you know what the service expects from you before you go ahead and use it. This way you are not surprised when the service changes. If you wish to read the full terms of use and service, you may follow the link below. Thanks for listening.